Okay, we get white for this one against a 1574. Good luck. He plays the Ross Gambit. How many games our opponent got? 6,000 games of rapid already. Okay, let's take here. We've got how many? Oh, this is game number 1100 then. I've got 1099. So this is my 1100th rapid game. Knight up is what you normally see. You see this opening quite a bit in bullet games. If you play knight f3. I normally just drop back. He's played forward. It gives you a nice development move with your d-pawn. You're going to play your d-pawn up anyway. You just want to guard your knight and just be prepared to drop back. Knight up and it's fine. Okay, he pushes up. Is there any reason not to play c3? Do I want the bishop developed in the move? Because if he takes, I'd be happy to take. And it gets all my pieces developed. So I actually don't want the bishop here. Then maybe play c4. And actually, I'll do that, I think. My knight's fine. There's no risk to my king. And he has taken. Now he kicks the knight back. So we'll just drop the knight back. But it means I can, instead of spending a move with c3, I might just play c4 directly. That gives me a chance to play e4. And I can maybe bring my bishop up. I've just got to be a bit careful about my structure and which way I want my king to go. But it's a good principle to challenge for the centre. So I'll play e4. But if I develop the bishop this way, then there's a little bit of a weakness here. I'm normally more comfortable doing this, but I won't do that this game. So I'll just develop my bishop and break this pin. Let's see what he's got in mind. He's most likely going to try and castle that side. He's just traded. Okay, now the pawn would be loose if I go with the bishop. So I'll take back with the knight. This pawn is a bit loose, but he's just preparing castling. So do I want to launch one before he does? Take, take. Knight takes, queen takes. We've given a pawn back. Or do I just prepare queenside castling myself, actually? It's probably a good concept, that. Let's just prepare queenside castling ourselves, and we'll do the same thing as our opponent. We'll tuck the king across, opponent should do the same thing. So you guard all your pawns. We just gained a centre pawn. The knight in isn't really a threat, I don't believe, so I think it makes good sense to centralise the rook. He's playing it very quick and very confidently, isn't he? Like, he knows what he's doing. But that hangs another pawn. That can't be good, surely. That's another gambit. But I think I'm okay to take, because if he tries to keep the queen on, the rook could hang. And if he takes and I take, it's just an extra pawn, isn't it? This pawn is well protected. If I go with the knight, I don't see any continuation. So I'm going to go with the queen. If he takes, we just take back. That's a safe pre-move. But if he tries to avoid a trade, but I don't really see how he does, but the rook would hang anyway, but there's no real other squares for the queen to run to. Okay, so he kicks us, so we'll do the taking, so that's fine. And now we just got to be sensible. I think we can just push on. We want to reserve this move. But do we get our bishop up first and then prepare a push? Say he plays rook across. We could go ultra cautious, couldn't we? I like the idea of that, actually. Just get the bishop up, guard your pawn, play c3, go ultra solid. If he pushes, we can push on. I don't really care how I win games. I'll just try to play to win them. Doesn't matter how. Now, that pawn's guarded. This one is not guarded. So if we push up and allow him to take, can we trap the knight? No, because he'd get a double attack here. So I think we want to step the rook up and then kick the knight. Then maybe go here. Very bold attacking style. You normally see this opening, like I say, more in bullet chess. But obviously any gambit can be difficult to face. And even in rapid it can be difficult to face some. Yeah, he's launching forward. It is very bold, isn't it? Very bold. Takes. I don't think is a... Mind you, I say I don't think it's a serious threat. He's threatening to push on, isn't he? So here now, he's threatening just to trap the bishop. He's actually playing really well here. I think I'm going to push up. Just make sure this is guarded, but I'd probably go with the knight rather than the pawn if he takes. And he's dropped back. Okay, so it's time to kick his knight back and reserve this move. And maybe double our rooks up. Okay, I see no reason not to double the rooks up. It's really well guarded. We're preparing a push. If he takes, we're probably going with the knight, but we could go with the pawn. It's very unusual, isn't it? Very unusual. I think now's the time to push, though. If he goes here, I guess we could take... A little bit unnerving, this one, the way he's playing this one. Some of these moves are a little bit odd. I'm being a little bit delicate there when I say that. take, rook takes, I guess I can throw a check in. But if I take back here, the bishop's going to be loose. Yeah. But I don't have to take. Either way, they're covered. I just need a good square for my bishop. The one about going forward. I need to move the bishop first. I could just go ultra safe and drop back, but his knight might get active here. Natural tempo here. Knight in. Don't think it does a massive amount here. You got this. Actually, let's drop back then. Let's just drop back for now and see what he's got in mind. See, he's 2 minutes up on the clock as well. Here, I'm still going to go with the knight, and here I've got my rook there. But I'm getting ready to actually take and open it up now. Take, fly the rook forward, something like that. Just try and make sure my king's safe. So I'll take with a knight. He'll probably push on, and I'll just push this one. If he takes, I'm going to take back. Now he's played the knight forward. I should probably get a bit bold here, shouldn't I? Maybe chuck a pawn up the board, but... Maybe I push this one. I'm going to push this one first, just so I don't forget about it. Don't want to let his rooks in easily. Yeah, he's finding a lot of these moves, but instantly. I like the idea of bishop up here, because it threatens the pawn and the knight. If we can get a piece off the board, brilliant. Love to get a piece off the board. So he's come forward to counterattack a rook. See, that's quite an advanced move, isn't it, for a 1500? It's quite advanced. So what about a sacrifice? That's just nothing, is it? So we don't do that. We don't have there, but we do have here. We don't want to concede this file. And if he drops his knight back, I'm quite happy. I'll just drop back or go forward. We're threatening to take the knight. Well, he's allowed us to do that, so we can get his knight off the board. That's got to be good to get rid of one of them pesky knights, right? Now I'm going to start getting up the board. I think it's just a case of how. How do we do it? His knight's covered. He's not getting in easy. I'm going to push the pawn and start getting my king forward if I can. Give my knight an anchor. Yeah, we don't want him breaking through there. Let's fix that. Okay, he's gone back over, so that allows our rook forward. He might come back. If as soon as we wander off, it concedes the file. Gotta be a little bit careful. So I could go to a more neutral square where the knight can't attack it. So that would be a light square. Here, if he pushes, then we just go back and we're fine, right? So let's drop back. Because the knight's on a dark square, so it can only jump to a light square and attack another dark square. And if he pushes here, we've got a nice central square, right? So that feels nice now. We're not going to be bothered by the knight on the next move. So he's just marching forward. Now that might be finally time to shift here. I just don't want to allow him easily in, which I might be doing. Take, rook takes, takes. He takes here. It's getting messy. If I take, he takes, I take. If he comes in, I can just double the rooks back up, right? He's playing it rather well and rather quickly, isn't he? Now, rook in here, I do have rook up here. Got to be careful about tactics. Just got to be paying attention to tactics. Rook down, rook here. If he takes, I think I'm fine just to take. You just got to just double check. Otherwise, I'll double the rooks back up. Oh, okay, so he just resigned now. Okay, it is what it is. A bit of a dangerous game, and a bit of a dangerous game. But he could play that all the time when he faces knight f3. Let's see what it was in engine speak. So we've got 34 moves. They're the move times for both players. But yeah, it's more common to face this Ross gambit when you're playing the quick time controls. But some players just like to play gambits. I'm not one of them. Some players are. If you click on this there, it'll bring some puzzles up to do in this opening there. Very good for training. So have we played it well? It looks like we played it pretty well. There could be some blips still. It looks like we've done not too bad. But how's the opponent played it? See, it's unusual, isn't it? I'm playing a 1500 who's outrated by 550 points. He's got not many mistakes playing a dubious gambit like that. I've played it well against it, but I faced this opening quite a lot, quite a lot. There must be hundreds of times I've played this. 96 against 89 on the accuracy. But yeah, because I play so much bullet, I've played tens of thousands of bullet games. I faced this e5 Ross Gambit quite a lot. So it's fine to take. Then we're just doing a common sense development move here. I developed the bishop to d2. It's a good move. It's come back slightly on the eval. So normally I would play c3, for instance, in a bullet game. To turn the engine on, I've only got 2 lines set on. If you're not want to look at this yourself, click the cog, set the engine settings. You can go up to 5 lines. I just leave it on 2. Yeah, c3 is the correct move, but I thought, you know, I'll play a bit different for this game. I've got time to think, and I might just play c4, even if it doesn't actually happen. But c3 was the correct move, but nothing wrong with bishop up. And we drop the knight back. Bit bold, challenge for the centre. He's traded. Castled. So this time I've gone for queenside castling. Normally I go for the opposite castling on the king side. It can get really quite sharp, but see, opponent's finding lots and lots of really good moves in here. That one's a mistake. It allows me to take and force the queen off, but some of these moves are quite advanced, like pushing the pawn. He's done it in more than one move, but he's found some of these advanced moves. But this, not much being flagged here again. Knight across was, bishop back was good, takes with the knight was good. And again, quite a nice advanced move, just attacking the rook there, not worried about your knight. So we're just shuffling about a bit, trying to stop him easily breaking through. And then in this position, he's just resigned. It is in an arena, so he might just think I'll get on with another game instead. But dangerous game, and it dangerous.